Hi friends, I'm Sana
And I'm Afnan.
and this
This
is
is
the
the
Star
Star
Bar.
Bar.
So Afnan, can you tell us more about what this channel is?
Sure. So the reason we made this channel, guys, is really to discuss the process of becoming a barrister. It is an extremely challenging yet rewarding career, and it is something which many students, surprisingly, during our undergrad did not know about. So, what we really want to do with this channel is help you guys understand what this process is about. Because as it was with us, we had to discover this on our own, do our own research. And I think that is the only reason why we were able to accumulate all this knowledge. And, we just want to easily pass it on. I think one thing we'll really be discussing on this channel is how to really boost your legal CV and make it stand out. And of course, as well as get all the necessary experience that you need for the bar, which may be different for the solicitor route. We want to discuss that. Then we want to talk about what stage you're on and what you can do during that time, whether that is GCSEs, A levels, undergrad, postgrad, or even out of studies, what you can do to even convert your studies to the bar and how to go through that process as well. We want to go through all of that with you. We will also discuss mooting and advocacy and all of these other niche areas that we have in law.
Yeah, definitely.
And to help you guys understand that and what this really means, how to prepare for those as well. So you not only have, good skills for the bar, but also for these stages in your legal careers. What else will we be doing, Sana?
So we will also be discussing about networking and how to improve your networking skills. This is because networking is one of the most essential skills that you should have as a barrister, and even in the legal profession, even if you're a solicitor, I think networking is as good as it gets. We will also be talking about applications and the process, how to deal with your bar applications and then the pupillage applications, and also about say the training contract applications, even though we don't have knowledge about it, but we will have some guest speakers, trainee solicitors at good law firms talking about all of this. And then we will also discuss about legal events and the advantages and disadvantages of attending them, and like when are they happening, where do they happen, and their importance, all of that. And also we will discuss the other career routes. Obviously there is the solicitor route that we both aren't taking, but most of the people we know take the solicitor route. So we will discuss the solicitor route and obviously other legal professions that are there after doing the law degree.
Yeah, definitely.
And we will also try to get some guest speakers, like some barristers and solicitors, who will come and talk to us about their journey and how to get there.
Yeah.
So I
Sana,
think that is about it.
I think that's a good overview of what we're really doing on this channel. So Sana, I know we have quite a few differences in how we came to doing the undergrad degree, you as an international student. So would you like to explain a bit about that?
So I am an international student. I came from India in 2017 to do my undergrad law degree. So I did the LLB honors at University of Kent in Canterbury. In fact, both of us went to Kent Law School together, and that is how
our friendship.
That is how we know each other. And now we're together doing the bar course, not in the same school, but at least in the same line, same profession. So I came in 2017, and since then I've been here. Obviously I go back home on holidays and stuff, but I've mainly been here, and now I've just completed my bar course. And I'd say the journey has been quite different, in the sense like the education system back in India is very different to what we have here. There it is more based on the books instead of research, and it's more the question answer style. Obviously doing the undergrad law also, you have to do question answer style questions in exams, but those question answers are still the essay questions that you have. So I think in terms of research and how you taught, it was very different for me. Obviously, it had its own challenges, because I had never written an essay in my life. The most I had written was a 250 word formal letter.
Oh my gosh.
So I come here in 2017. Suddenly, they tell me you have to write a 2,000 word essay, and I'm like, what? I had no idea. I don't know how I passed that module. But yeah, since I'm here, if I can do it, you can do it.
100%. And I think that's what we're really going for in this channel of ours, is just to show that, if we can get through these things, so can you. Like, honestly, coming from doing 250 words, going into then doing 2,000 words overnight.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Then going into doing 2,000 words overnight is, of course, a huge leap. So I think it would be really beneficial for international students also going through this process and who are worried about the bar course, or like, even undergrad law. And definitely we'll have future episodes discussing international students and how they can,
easily
develop,
adapt
definitely
the system,
adapt to the system and so forth. Now, of course, I'm a home student, so for me it was not a huge leap. I'm sure as you friends that have done A levels and GCSEs, we have been very accustomed to writing essays and all of that, which does feature during the LLB. However, there are some differences still, and I will happily cover those for all of you guys looking to do the LLB in the future, and what you can do right now to prepare for that, as well as there's different avenues that we take, such as the LNAT exams that some of you would be preparing for. So I'll be happy to discuss those as well in the future in episodes. And of course, you guys can comment on what you really want to know, and we'd be happy to go over all of those topics as well.
Yeah.
So Sana, you discussed earlier that that we both went to different schools for our bar course. So do you want to talk about your school and what that was?
So I went to University of Law and did my bar practice course there this year. I just completed it recently, and obviously it is a very intimidating course. It is extremely challenging.
I concur.
And
100%.
And you have to be at it all the time. So we will be discussing about the course and the do's and don'ts of it, but for now a brief overview is basically that it is quite different to the ICCA course that Afnan is doing, but it is mostly same in like BPP, City, and Northumbria. Most of the other providers have it in the similar manner. It's like the whole year you just do all the 10 modules together, unlike the ICCA one where it's divided into 2 parts, which Afnan will talk about shortly. So yeah, this is what I've done this year, and we will be talking about the do's and don'ts of the bar course in the future episodes. So Afnan, would you want to share your experience?
Sure. So again, like Sana said, ICCA, or ICA as some refer to it as, is a very different course, and maybe some of you still have not heard about it, who are looking to see which bar course provider you want to go with in the future. So I definitely will be talking about that. I finished my part 1 exams. I haven't completed it yet. However, the biggest difference is part 1, because the thing is that it is completely self-taught. So it's not only different from the other providers, it's completely different from probably anything you've done before in your studies, because we don't have any tutors, we don't have any lectures, we don't have any seminars. It is entirely self-taught. And of course, this can seem extremely scary, as daunting going into it, because we've never done it before. But I've gone through that experience. I've given my exams for the BSB doing that self-taught method, and I'm sure if I can do it, like we've said before, you can do it as well. And
definitely, friends.
Definitely. And we are here to help you along the way through it all. And I will definitely guide you through how to, teach yourself the modules, how to go through all of that if you want to go through ICCA in future episodes as well. Another difference with the ICA is that it's a lot cheaper than the other providers as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
So I think it's changing year on year, but I think it's still about 5,000 to 6,000 pounds cheaper
Oh,
than the other providers. So I think
that's a good point.
yeah, if you're
Especially
looking,
for home students.
yeah, definitely. If you're looking for an economical perspective, you know, doing the bar is a very, very expensive thing to do. So if you are looking for, you know, saving a bit of money as well as lots of other elements that go into it, then that might be right for you. And we will discuss that definitely going on in the future.
Yeah.
So our goals, I think, you know, during the bar course, we definitely have put a lot of money into it. We've put a lot of effort into it. So why are we doing this? Why are we really pushing ourselves this much? It is, of course, for a big cause. So what are our goals?
Our
Yeah.
goals. That is a good question. I think we both want to specialize in family law, and I also want to specialize in immigration. I think over the years we've tried different fields like criminal, human rights,
Yeah.
and you've tried
Commercial,
commercial,
PI.
PI, and so yeah, we've tried different fields, and I think the conclusion till now that we've got onto is that we want to specialize in family, and also I want to do immigration law as well. But yeah, so our goal for now is basically I want to. So I've done my bar course, and now I want to get on with getting a paralegal role. And after gaining some experience, get on with the pupillage applications, apply for pupillages, try to secure one, and then yeah, become a barrister, qualify as a registered barrister.
I think, yeah, that's definitely a big goal for us. Pupillage, of course, is the ultimate goal. For a lot of you that are pursuing the bar course, I'm sure that's what you're really looking to do as well. You want to get pupillage, and of course, that is a very challenging and confusing and extremely competitive area to go into. So while we're navigating through pupillage, we definitely want to take you on that journey with us as well.
And share everything
yeah,
we do, because
share all the
this is what
experiences.
we're gonna
Yeah.
do in the next few months, and I think this is the best opportunity for everyone to really understand the process and actually get to know, you know, how to go about it. And yeah, so I think relating to our goals, this is what my goal is, and
Yeah.
Afnan still has to do
Yeah,
her
of
complete her
course. I have to complete my course. So I guess that's still one of my goals, because I definitely need to complete the bar course, the part 2 of the ICCA model. Then of course I will also be looking for paralegal roles and all of that sort, because, you know, they're a great experience to really understand what practical law is, even though it's not really advocacy based in some circumstances. Nonetheless, we definitely want to get that, and then hopefully, again, as Sana wants, a pupillage at the end of it. So maybe let's talk about a bit about us, who we are, how we got here.
I think we spoke about who we are,
Yeah. Okay.
but how we got here is a good question. I mean, over the years, we have done whatever is possible. We've improved, we've, you know, even the experience that we've got, like we've worked on it. We've always appreciated constructive criticism, you know. And that is how we have reached a point where we are doing the bar. Like, I have done the bar course and she's doing the bar course. So it is not something that everyone can do, but
Yeah.
if you believe in yourself, then yes, it is for you.
100%. And you know what the thing is? We really just want to be here for you guys, because probably around you there's not many people who are going for the bar.
Yeah.
There are definitely, numbers are increasing,
That's
but it's
true.
still a very uncommon area for people to really go into.
Yeah.
The solicitor route, especially with the SQE coming in now.
Yeah, because
it's just
when
very
you talk
popular.
about law,
Yeah.
it is, oh, it's for the money. You just want to become a solicitor for the money.
Yeah.
That is what people think
Yeah.
about it. And
There's definitely a lot of
even
that.
with our friends, I think most of them have chosen the solicitor route rather than barrister route.
Yeah, and I think some of the reasons for that is definitely money, but I think it's also because the bar is not talked about as much.
Yeah,
Not many
that's-
people know about it. Like, I remember while I was doing my undergrad, many students, like, you know, my colleagues, my friends would not even understand what's an Inns of Court, what is getting membership with an Inns of Court, what is a scholarship.
I think so
What
many
is-
people still do not know
Yeah,
this.
and still do not know these things.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had to explain that to my friends. What is the process? What is networking like? What is all of these things? And because we went through all of that and got to this stage, I think we can really help you guys do that too. Like how I went through that with my friends, how we went through that with our friends. We can definitely do that with all of you too. And yeah, so how I got here was, just I knew early on that I liked trial advocacy. I witnessed that early on in my legal career. During my A levels, I went to, courts and everything to see that. And I could really see that I do not want to be in a 9 to 5 every day in an office. That's just not me. And I think, Sana, you can feel similarly about that.
I think, because once I started debating and doing like MUNs, Model United Nation conferences back in school, I just knew that debating and doing advocacy is my thing. I couldn't do just the office job 9 to 5. No, that's not me. When I'm getting an opportunity and I have a decision to make between the two choices, then I'd pick advocacy any day.
I think that's
that is
for
us,
both
I
of
think.
us. Yeah,
that is
I
literally
think,
just us. We pick advocacy any day over just, doing the paperwork.
Any single day. And because we have also had experience in solicitor firms and all of that, we can see what that side is like as well. And I think that's what makes us stronger in understanding that why that side is not for us, and why advocacy and more trial advocacy courtroom work is more suited to us. And hopefully because of our experiences we can explain why it is also suited to you. So some of our upcoming videos, like we can discuss about that. What we'll be doing next week.
We will be talking about our undergraduate experience in the next video, and the do's and don'ts, the whatever you need to do to get there, and how to navigate, organize yourself, because obviously law is not an easy degree. You have to be at it all the time. Even though during the undergrad you can still take some time off, but that doesn't work in the bar course. It is very intimidating.
Definitely.
You have to give it your all, otherwise you'll be left behind, way behind.
So I think we'll definitely go over all the do's and don'ts of doing an LLB, what it really involves, what you can expect out of it, what extracurricular stuff you can do while at university doing your undergrad, and again how that helps you boost your legal CV. Because